Well, let's see how many chompers are in this game. See if the chomper epidemic is still going on. Hopefully not. Alright, let's see. Well, I won't be affected by chompers as a plant, so that's good. Now let's see how many people are lagging really bad. You got a bunch of soldiers. That's for sure. Well, we got a Mexican soldier. That's not good. That's not going to be good. Think about it. When you get a bunch of people shooting, that can overcome. Crazy bot. And it's always tough, man. It is always tough. Oh, jeez. Lots of lag. Tremendous amounts of lag. This is gonna be really tough. You're dealing with really bad internet over there, and that's just gonna be tough. Man, the lag is incredible. There's gotta be at least 5 homeless people over there playing. Just the lag is insane. Man, this is unbelievable lag. Unbelievable. You can't even play this game. It is filled with people with the worst internet in the world. And this is every time you get on this game. Gosh. Are they giving this game away for free at the welfare? At the public aid office? It's wild. Meme dude, hello. This game is filled, and I mean filled, with the worst internet I have ever seen in video games. I don't understand it. At the public aid office, when you go sign up for welfare, are they giving this game away to the kids or something? Because I think that's what they might be doing. I mean, these people's internet is so bad. I mean, it is so bad. It is unbelievably bad. Meme dude, that game is horrible. Absolutely horrible. That game is a crime against Japan, and it's a crime against gamers. Ubisoft needs to go out of business. They don't deserve to be in business. Whoa. Oh man, dude, what? This game has become chomper epidemic. I don't under what happened. I mean, there's been chompers in the game. There's been people doing chompers. But something has happened to trigger the majority of people to play as chomper. What happened? Who did it? Who made a video? Who told people to do it? Who's behind this? This is the worst condition this game has ever been in the history of this game. Bad internet, everyone's a chomper. What in the world happened to this game? Everybody just left because they're all chompers? And people are like, I'm leaving? Is that what they did? I guess that's what you gotta do. Wow, his internet is un-effing believable. A gay black samurai, that is fire to you? That makes no sense. No such thing. It's a garbage story. Trash garbage. Gay black samurai with a gay woman helping them. It doesn't get more trash garbage than that. That dude was never a samurai in real life. Never. Absolute foolishness. Absolute garbage. Even not having it, even to have it optional is garbage, trash, garbage. Ubisoft should go out of business. You need to go play Ghost of Tsushima if you want to play a good game. Ubisoft doesn't make good games. They don't know what a good game is. They only make trash. Is that real? That doesn't look real. Yeah, that game is infinitely better than that horrible, horrible, horrible Ubisoft game. gosh, dude. It's unbelievable. Sidestep. Get away from that. Oh my gosh, this game is... Oh gosh, how did it go? How did it turn out to be this bad? You would think this, right now, where this game is at, with all the chompers and all the lag, you would think this was a Ubisoft game. Well, there's original black characters, but they don't care about that. Most black people, they love to be a victim and they love to get pandered to, and emotionally and mentally they're slaves. There's more black slaves today than there ever was in the history of the world, because so many are just mentally and emotionally so weak, fragile, pathetic. They take anything. And shame on them. Shame on anyone who does. They want Superman to be black. They want everyone to be black. The only reason why they do it, because they're lazy. They're lazy, and they don't. I wish they could get a recording. I wish they could record the liberals, because the liberals, who most black people worship. Most black people worship liberals, and if only they knew what they said about them. Hello, Charles Campbell. You know, there's been people that take cameras to liberals, and with a straight face, they're not joking, with a straight face, they say that black people, they don't have access to the internet. They don't know what a computer is. They don't know how to get an ID. And they mean it with sincerity. Liberals think black people are the dumbest people on planet Earth. They truly, sincerely believe it with all their heart. Why in the world would you follow the white liberal? Back in the 60s, Malcolm X, the truest thing that Malcolm X ever said, and this was in the 60s, Malcolm X said, for the blacks in America, the number one enemy is the white liberal. Malcolm X said that in the 60s. The truest thing he ever said, and this was in the 60s. The number one enemy to the black man and woman is the white liberal. But yet, so many worship at the feet of the white liberal, because the white liberal is the one that says, you're too stupid to get a job, so get on welfare. Don't have the man in the home, only have the woman. The man, you sell drugs, commit crimes, get killed, whatever, who cares? And what has this caused? In New York City, black women have more abortions than they have children. That's such a mind-blowing statement. Let me say it again. In New York, black women have more abortions than they have children. Who started abortions? A KKK member started abortions for the sole purpose to get rid of black people. Now ask yourself, where are the majority of abortion clinics? Where would you guess that the majority of abortion clinics are at? Go ahead and guess. Where are the majority located? Of course, in black communities. Isn't that something? Let me get this straight. A woman of the KKK started up abortions for black people, and then they put them in the black communities, and black women are having abortions. Now, tell me that's not insane. Tell me that is not insane. That is insane. Lyndon B. Johnson, he was a president. What did he say? I'll have them ends with the Ers. He said in with the Ers. I'll have them voting Democrat for the next 200 years. Because why? Because it's simple. Promise something free, don't deliver, and then the next 4 years promise something else free again, don't deliver, but that doesn't matter, do it again in the next 4 years. And man, was he lying or did he tell the truth? He told the truth. For you to have black skin and vote Democrat is the most stupidest thing in the history of this country. You have to be a complete moron to do that. There's no excuse for it. There's no reasoning for it. Doesn't have to be this way. Doesn't have to be this way. There was a time where black men and women had kids, had a family, lived like any other American in the country, but welfare came in. That was a turning point for the black community in this country. The introduction of welfare kicked the black man out of the home, make the black woman marry the government, and that was the end of that. And that's why the situation is what it is. And another thing too that doesn't get talked about, when a young black child shows promise athletically, all of a sudden the dad will show up in the picture. All of a sudden, all the family members will get together. They'll support the kid. They'll help the kid. They'll encourage the kid. They'll work with the kid. Because the kid is showing potential to earn money. But if a kid doesn't show this, where's the dad at? Where's the love at? There is none. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. There's no love. But the problem, as always, is the same problem for anyone else in this world. The problem is sin, and the only solution is Jesus. The solution isn't the white liberal telling you that you're worthless and that you need to be on welfare. And when the Democrats came up with a plan, their plan for the black man was they deduced that the only thing a black man can do is sell drugs. They proposed a bill that would allow black men to sell drugs because they came to the conclusion that's all they're worth. If I had black skin and somebody told me that all I'm worth is selling drugs. What kind of fool would I be to follow them? Why would I want to follow somebody who thinks of me so worthlessly that all I can do is sell drugs? It's insane. But anyway, these Hollywood people, they switch colors of people because they're lazy, and because the truth is they don't really believe. They just don't really believe that a black character is worth making when you get right down to it. So they just take this character, make him black, take this character, make them black. And then you look at Black Panther. I knew Black Panther was going to be replaced by a woman, and shame, just shame on everyone who accepted that. Demand that a black man can be a hero in a movie. Demand it. Don't let them peddle to you some hoe as the hero. Obama set black people back 100 years with his racist. Obama is one of the biggest racists ever. He's the most racist president there ever was. And what's crazy is Obama didn't start off like that. That's what's crazy. Obama at one time had common sense. He didn't speak like that. But when he became president, something happened. I don't know if he was told by the people above him to be racist. I don't know. But Obama didn't start off like that. He became that when he became president. You know, Donald Trump's a racist. Show me the evidence. Show it to me. I'll give you $1,000. Show it to me. If there was evidence, it would be all over the news. But the man won an NCAAP award. The dude was honored by Martin Luther King's wife, widow. Oprah Winfrey loved Donald Trump. Donald Trump has appeared in more rap songs than anyone ever. So, but how did this happen? Because a white liberal told their slave that he's racist, and they believed it. Whatever the white liberal master says, you must believe. But I thank God that people are waking up, though. There are people waking up, and they're starting to see the truth for themselves. Wait a minute, you got hit by an implant? Dude, what's your name? What is your name? Let's see your name. Your internet's garbage, bro. You got hit by an implant. That's like Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Two fat lesbians, and their manifesto was to make every black man gay. That was in the manifesto. These people just don't know. They just don't know who they serve. They just don't know the master they serve is the devil. That's the manifesto. Make all black men gay. And people follow that. They believe in it. Insane. Anybody with a brain will vote for Trump. This makes too much sense. Here's my thought. This is my thought on Latin American people coming here. The way I see it, if you are Latin American and you come here, in my opinion, the way you come in this country needs to be changed. No question about it. The way you come in, it has to be changed. There's a better way to do it. No question about it. But I have no problem. People want to come here. But we're not coming here to turn this part of it Mexican or Venezuelan or whatever. If you want to come here and you want to embrace being American, you want to attempt to learn English, you want to raise that American flag, you want to live our culture, then I'm all for it. I am completely against anyone who wants to try to bring their culture to our culture. Cultures cannot mix. We have the best culture in the world, and it has to be our way because we have the best way. We don't need any other culture trying to take over this culture. And if you can't learn English and you give it an honest try, I can understand that. But I think you should give it an honest try. And of course, you can't come here just to be on welfare either. So for anyone who has plans of that, that's not going to work out. Well, people just don't understand. When you got the world ripping you off, you got to do something about it. And that's what he's doing. We got to try to get these companies to come back to America. And the tariffs have brought in trillions of dollars to the country, so that's a great thing. So if you got to pay more money for something made in China, well, whatever, just pay it. But the country's getting trillions of dollars in return. So that's the most important thing. They just busted. There was the Coast Guard just got their hands on $500 million worth of coke. The biggest coke bust in the history of the country. $500 million worth of coke. The Coast Guard got their hands on it. That's a lot of coke to go into the country. And you know, as far as like Venezuela, America should go over there and get rid of their leader. Without question. Get rid of him and then go in there and get rid of all 30% of the cocaine comes from Venezuela. Go there, eliminate them. Eliminate the president, eliminate all the cartels, set the people free. That's what they should do in all of Latin America. Go to each Latin American country, take out their leader, take out the cartels, set the people free, and let them know that if you try to set up another cartel, we'll be back to do it again. But that's what the people of Latin America need. They need to be freed from the corruption, because the drug cartels, they run everything. They run the politicians. They tell them what to do. So you can't have a country where drug cartels are running everything. You just can't do it. North Korea, they're not even out. Them people are weirdos. Them people have been brainwashed since birth. But if you want to, we can go there too. But then people are weird. They're so brainwashed that I don't know how many people are in North Korea crying at night for America to come save them. I know in China there's a lot of people that go to bed at night crying, hoping that America comes and frees them. I know that for a fact. Anyone in the world who wants to be free, we should go help them be free. We also got to deal with all the stealing. People are stealing. They're organizing on social media to go to Foot Lockers and places and steal. And as long as they get away with it, it's never going to stop. People who steal, the way you solve it is by catching them and then cutting off their hands. This is the way to deal with people who like to steal. Or two, these liberal cities, they don't have any punishments for people. You can kill, steal, do whatever you want to do. There's no punishment. And so that's why who cares? When there's no punishment, what do you care about doing something? And then you got these black judges and black district attorneys that are so crooked, and they let these people go. You know, only God can answer why. You know, white people can be corrupt. but they know how to be corrupt without destroying whatever they're doing. When black people are corrupt, they destroy everything they're doing. That's something that really intrigues me. How can white people be corrupt and keep things moving, keep everything going, but you get a group of black people to do something, they'll be corrupt and they'll destroy the whole damn thing. You look at like LeBron James has a school. Everyone involved is black. And not one kid that's went to his school, not one has any kind of intelligence or reached any kind of level of education. Not one. Baltimore, Maryland, school district. Everybody involved is black. Everybody. In Baltimore, the magnet kids would be equivalent to special ed kids in a different area. They're magnet kids, can't even read or write good. And they're magnet in Baltimore. Then you look at Africa. Africa, a continent filled with so much resources. Everyone in Africa should be living comfortable. But Africa is so gosh dang corrupt. Once again, that's what like I said, only God knows why. When black people are corrupt, they ruin the whole world. They will destroy whatever they're over. They will destroy it till it's burned to the ground. That's Africa. Africa should be thriving, absolutely thriving. In Alaska, when they get oil, every Alaskan citizen gets a check. They get a check. They get money from that oil. Africa has so many resources. Every single African should be getting a check from their government. But they don't, because they're so damn corrupt, so crooked. So as you can see, the whole world's messed up. And it doesn't have to be like this. You know, the whole world doesn't have to be messed up. Oh my gosh. Why is there always chompers? Why must there be chompers all the time? Gosh dang. Oh geez, man, there's so many daggone chompers, man. Oh, this is not good. This is just not good. Man, you guys see in the UK, if you post something that those liberals don't like, they will arrest you. Could you imagine living in that kind of world? Like, could you imagine that? That's insane. I remember you used to be able to run over people with your drill or your little. I wish you could still run over people. Muslims don't come to assimilate. Muslims come to dominate. And they love a country where the citizens can't have guns because that's where they thrive. All of Europe, except for Poland and Russia, they'll all become, well, Italy's trying to fight back right now, so Italy has a chance. They have a chance. But other than that, the UK will become a third world Muslim failed state. France, Sweden, no, who else? Ireland. Well, because their culture, for the Muslim culture, there's no such thing as a girl too young. That does not exist. And there's no such thing as a woman that's not married that can say no. That does not exist in their culture. Their culture says, if you are a female and you are not married, I can do whatever I want to your body. And if you have a problem with it, I can get rid of you for having a problem. That's their culture. That's their belief. That's why you cannot have Muslims, because their culture is all way off. You got people in Ireland, you got the Muslims in Ireland were complaining that there were too many white people in Ireland. Too many white people in Ireland. Can't make this stuff up. Oh, if you're a female, females that live in the UK, most females don't even go outside anymore. They stay inside. And then they, but this right here gives you the insight of all you need to know. They talk to the, they talked to one of the leaders, and the guy interviewed him. He said, do you know that what you're doing is going to cause this country not to exist in like 20 years? And his response was, I'm not going to live anyway. I'll be dead anyway. And then the dude said, you got kids though? And he said, I'll be dead anyway. So when you have when you have people who have kids and they say that they'll be dead anyway when the country is given over to the Muslims, so they don't care. What kind of parent is that? What kind of parent tells their kid, I'm doing things to ruin your life, but I'll be dead by the time your life is fully ruined, so it's okay? You talk about evil. You want to talk about evil. But the problem is the people in the UK don't have guns. They don't have weapons, so they can't go against their government. That's why you don't want to give up your weapons. You don't want to give up your guns. Because if your country goes crazy like their country has, you want the people to have access to their weapons so they can fight their government. Because this government is out of control. Absolutely. There's no such thing as a girl too young. It does not exist. If you are a female and you're not married, then you are available. And it's just that simple. Yeah, if you're a female and you live somewhere, like you say Europe, say in 20 years, Europe is a Muslim state. If you're a female, oh my gosh, you better leave. You better leave. Because if you go outside and you're not married, they have the right to grab you, do what they want with you, and if you have the nerve to complain, they have the right to deal with you right then and there. Now, if you're a lonely guy, I'm sure to you this may sound amazing. If you're a little lonely, ugly little guy, I'm sure this must sound like a dream come true. You probably want to become a Muslim. That's what's going to happen. That, mark my words, when these ugly guys, when they find out what they can do, they'll do it. They'll join up and they'll do it. That's gonna be the thing to sway them. They're gonna get ugly guys. They're gonna tell them what they can do, and then they're gonna do it. Yeah, it must be, for them, I guess it sounds like a dream come true. Gotta take this phone call. Alright, I'm back. Finish up this little game. What? Yes, indeed. It rained good earlier today. I wish it would have rained all day. Alright, whenever this kicks back to Turf Takeover, then I'm going to be done. So... it's my turn to be a plant. I don't like when this game tries to make you be something. I want to be a plant, zombie, plant, zombie, plant, zombie. It's very simple. Very simple. Yesterday, I got a rotisserie chicken and mashed potatoes from Walmart, and wasn't too bad. It's kind of hard to go wrong with rotisserie chicken anyway, but yeah, not too bad. I had them deliver it to me. I'm sure you guys have had a rotisserie chicken. That's a easy way to get some chicken. And the nice thing about it, you just grab it right off the bone. Plant it all. I know I've seen it, but I can't really remember it. thought I liked it, but I'd have to see it again. Oh. Dude. Man. Oh my God. Dude, you homeless person? You must be homeless. Must be homeless. You practice driving to my work? Huh? No, I did not open up sticker packs because I have everything in the game and there's nothing to get. And Sony Santa Monica is not working on a Hulk game, so no, only if like if it's Halloween time or Christmas, and sometimes I'll open up some packs to get the Halloween ones or Christmas ones. But other than that, there used to be ones that they used to have a pack of minions that was really good, but they don't have those anymore. But anyway, I'm getting off of this game, getting on something else, jamming out.